Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry that you don't hear what I'm saying on the video. I had a lot of technical difficulties, so I decided to do a voiceover, but we're going to keep it moving. So today I want to go over Cricut Fonts and how to import fonts from like another website. And I'm not going to get super detailed with that one, but at the end of the video, I will import a font from a website that I will link in the description. So basically, I want to just go over the different type of fonts. And there's a few different type, which are writing fonts. And you have multi-layer, single layer, and then Cricut has an option where you can hit My Fonts, which are fonts that you either purchase, you have access to without paying, or fonts that you imported in. So let's go over the writing fonts. So I've just showed you a few different pins that I own that I received through Cricut. These are Cricut Pins. And at the top of them, it tells you what type of pin it is, whether if it's a medium tip or fine point. That is a new feature they just started doing with their pins. The older pins don't tell you on the top. Now, why is that important? It's important to me because I store all my Cricut pins upside down. It just seems to have them work better once you put them in the machine, because sometimes if you don't have them upside down, when you put them in the machine and it will start to write, the ink is not in the tip of it. So it could skip a little bit, and I don't like that. So I like to store my pens upside down so that when I insert it into the machine, I know for sure it's going to write correctly. So when you're using the writing feature, you can get really creative. You can change each letter a different color, so it can write different colors. If you're making like an invitation or a tag or anything that you're using the writing feature. You also can do the print and cut with the pin option now, which wasn't something you could do a little while ago, but it's amazing that they allow us to do the print and cut with the pin option. That's really awesome, because you may want the pin option font because that's the look that you're going for. So now we're going to look at multi-layer fonts. Multi-layer is exactly what it says. You're going to get multiple layers just for one font style. And if you see on the layers panel, you have different layers, and this is just one font. And this is an amazing font because if you want to make a banner, this is a really quick and easy way to create your own personal banner just by using this particular banner font. And you see, I ungrouped it. I separated them so that you can see each layer, and it will print together. You don't have to worry about grouping it or anything, because it's not an image, it's an actual font. So the way that you type it out is the way that it will print. And Cricut is amazing with their multi-layer fonts. So, here's a quick tip. If you hit the little icon next to the scissors or the colors, it will tell you what font you're using. Just in case you forget which font you're using in your project, you can always go there. So let's move on. Now we're going to deal with this is actually our My Fonts. And My Fonts is a place where they kind of grouped all the fonts that you either imported or you have access to without paying. So if you know for sure you don't want to pay for fonts, you can always choose this option so that you know whatever font you choose under My Font, it's not going to cost you any money. So now let's go ahead and look at single layer. Single layer font is exactly what it is. It is just one layer. It's going to cut one layer. It's going to print one layer. Compared to multi-layer, you're not going to be able to stack them on top of each other to create a bigger visual. Single layer, that's all it is. It's going to be one single cut, one single color. Cricut has also given us a really nice feature by allowing us to change or to curve our text. Now this is great for card making, vinyl projects, centerpieces. It's really nice to be able to curve our images. Another thing you can do is change the layout or the direction of your image. You can also do horizontal. Of course, you can do vertical, and you can do slanted. Once you ungroup your letters, you can pretty much place them anywhere you want to create a unique design with a name or a nice saying. So that's awesome that Cricut allows us to do that. And here's a quick preview of some of the images that are available in Design Space. So now let's go to the fun part. We're going to import a font, a free font for personal use from Divon.com. I will put the link down in the description. And as you see, it was very easy to download it. I am using a Mac. All I did was click download. It started to download. It was in my download folder. And that's pretty much it. When you go back to Cricut, after you download it to your computer, you have to restart Cricut. And when you restart it, your font will be available. As you see right here, the font that I just downloaded is now in my Cricut Design Space. Again, if you have a PC, I don't know how the process is, but I have a Mac, and all I do is hit download from the website. I go to the font book and I click download again, and that's it. Once you download your font to your computer, you just restart Cricut, and now all your new fonts will be available in Cricut. Again, thank you so much for all your support. Please remember you can find me on Patreon and all social media outlets. Definitely check the description box. You will find all the links you need. If you have any questions or any kind of feedback, please leave them in the comments. Thank you, and see you at the next tutorial.